This just came in the mail. It's a G&L Tribute Legacy. So you can see there. Tribute, you probably know this, but Tribute is their budget line, G&L's budget line. G&L, of course, is the last company that Leo Fender and George Fullerton created. And so this is basically his final take on the Stratocaster, or at least the budget version of that. And I've played and owned US G&L guitars before, and I've never tried one of these tribute models, which are way cheaper, and I've heard a lot of good things about them, so I thought I'd try one out. And gotta say, so far it's pretty good. It didn't come set up to perfection, but it was pretty good. I mean, I would have been happy to take it to a gig right then and played it. It would have been fine. Intonation was a little out. The strings were just a little higher than they needed to be, and so I gave the truss rod a little twist and fixed some of that stuff. But that's the neck pickup right there. Clean tone, obviously. Now, does this thing sound like a Strat? I'd say, yeah, definitely. This is the model that is closest to a Fender Strat. This is the one with the Alnico pickups. There are a couple other Strat style models that G&L makes. There's the S500, has the MFD pickups, not really intended to sound like a Strat, like a classic vintage Strat. And then there's the Comanche, which has these wacky staggered humbucking type pickups, and also not intended to sound that much like a classic Strat. But this one, that's the bridge and middle pickup with that you can tell it's got that quack that Strats are famous for. Let's try the other in-between position, which is the neck and middle. That's pretty Strat-like in my book. Neck position, that's like my favorite position on the Strat. That sounds pretty Strat-like too. Middle position, I never use that often, but some people do. One thing about G&Ls is they have an extra tone switch here. This is master volume. Excuse me. This is master volume. This is master tone. And down here we have another knob, which is this. When I say master tone, it's like a regular treble cut, like all guitars have. This one is a bass cut pot, and it actually works. It's kind of subtle a lot of times. Now the treble cut pot it works just like any other one, like I say. Cuts the treble quite well, and it's nice and smooth and linear. Now let's try the bass cut. Here's full bass. Let's try it. Let's try a chord with some bass in it. Now, cut all the bass off. Definitely does something. Let me show you something here. When that bass cut would be useful is like when you're playing, when you got your amp cranked up a lot and the bass is starting to get real, flubby, as often happens. Especially like in the neck position. What I would ordinarily do in that case is I would just switch to the bridge pickup where it wouldn't be so flubby. But in this case, what you can also do, suppose you're playing really loud. You're losing definition because the bass is way too loud. So you turn down that. Here's with the bass all the way up. Now it's turned all the way off. Bass all the way up. Yeah, and like I said, it's somewhat subtle. Anyway, while we have some gain on here, let's try some dirty sounds. Bridge pickup. Here's the middle position, bridge and middle. Middle position. Bridge and middle. And the good old neck position, my favorite. Anyway, there you go. The tremolo on these, that's called the dual fulcrum tremolo, which a lot of guitars have nowadays after Leo invented it. But it's an improvement over the old 6-point tremolos on classic Strats, like my US Strat over there, old one. and they work better. This one I haven't got it figured out yet. It doesn't come back to tune. It comes back sharp every time. And I think that is my fault because I don't know what the heck I'm doing as far as adjusting tremolos. I never use them. But I've heard good things about the tremolos on these. So that shouldn't be an issue. Tuners are really good. Very smooth. Nice high ratio so you can get the tuning exact. The neck is a little flatter than your average Strat. I think it. I was trying to find out the other day exactly what it is. I think it's 12-inch radius. Anyway, it feels really good. I prefer bigger frets myself, but these are medium jumbo and they're fine. They call this fingerboard material Brazilian cherry, and you know, it's a little lighter than I think. I'm going to put some kind of stuff on it to make it a little darker, like so it looks more like rosewood. Other than that, it's lovely, absolutely lovely. In general, I would say that it's a really good version of the Strat, created by Leo Fender himself in his later years, and well worth the budget price I paid for it. It might become my go-to guitar. All right, thanks for watching.